Hello, everyone. Good. How beautiful to be here with you again, you beautiful souls or awakened beings or awakening beings, wherever you are on your journey. I'm absolutely delighted to be back with you today. And I can't tell you how many times I've actually attempted to get this video done. So this is it. During this wonderfully powerful cosmic occurrence of the 8/8 Lionsgate 2025 portal. So before we actually get stuck into the subject, can you please just bring this message to others and the light it brings and the ripple effect it has by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And also, please comment. Tell us where you're from and something about your journey. And of course, also, anything that you have that you would like to contribute, because this is a community. We are, whatever we're doing here, whatever I do, is always about creating communities. Together, we have so much more impact. So let's share generously from the heart all that we have to offer when we can and where we can. So, what is this Lionsgate all about? Okay, we will be getting some wonderful information from the Council of 12. We'll be doing an invocation and activation, and we will look at what influence this has in the Southern Hemisphere, because again, every bit of information that we get is coming from the Northern Hemisphere. And not that I learned to love you guys from the Northern Hemisphere, but we're down south and we do have a completely different influence energetically, and because we live in different circumstances. So this is why I've come today to look at it from our perspective. So although I'm focusing on Australia, this does also include New Zealand and some of South Africa, the Southern Hemisphere. They're all sacred lands where the origin of humanity was anchored deep in the memory of those ancient lands. So we will be doing those an activation and from the Council of 12, as I said, and then we'll finish by a beautiful, beautiful guided meditation anchoring the energies of this portal. So stay with me and let's dive in and see what this is all about. Okay, so as we have learned during this time, the sun is in Leo, and that is the astrological sign, and it aligns with Sirius, the star of Sirius, the Earth, and Orion's belt. So that creates a certain energy frequency, which is a portal that has always seemed to ignite this idea that it is the perfect place and time to manifest, to bring into view that which you desire. So people love this portal. So where that comes from is from ancient Egypt, when the Nile used to always flood at this time. And with that, of course, it brought prosperity, new growth, and it's always been seen to bring change, transformation, and mostly a perfect portal for manifestation. Well, I'm quite happy to accept that, and this is what we're going to be looking at. So this year's Lionsgate, though, seems to have, a greater power. Like everything this year has greater power. Do you feel like you're on a speed train? Well, I do. I just looked at my pantry and I realized, oh my goodness, September, you know what, September is around the corner. Well, in Australia, that means that spring's around the corner, which is, of course, a very exciting time. But for me, it is the time that I actually make my Christmas pudding. It feels to me as if I had just had Christmas 5 minutes ago. And I was quite shocked. I'm standing there going, no, I don't think. Surely I do not have to start preparing for Christmas already. But it seems that it's not far away. 4 months or something, somebody said. So, this year's Lion Gate, again, it's unlike those prior. It marks a threshold. This is what I have found out. It marks a threshold moment of the Ascension path, individually and as a collective consciousness residing upon this ancient land of Australia, particularly, because this is a land of dreaming. It's a land of forgotten codes which are now being remembered, because this land is remembering its intended destiny. And that's why I live here, because, I know everyone lives exactly where they're meant to be. And so those of us who live in Australia, we do need to accept responsibility for the prophecy that this land is the land where New Earth is able to be manifested. In other words, come into view, because you know that everything already exists, right? In the field, in the quantum field, everything exists. So this new Earth we keep talking about, we're not creating it, it's there. We have to manifest it, and there's a huge difference between the word creation and manifestation. Creation is something that you seem to make, you make it. Well, we're not making it. Manifestation is bringing things into view. It's a much better word to use. We are manifesting. In other words, we're bringing it in through us, for us, as us. And that is the process that we're going through. So this portal where the veil is thinning, it is a perfect opportunity to bring the new Earth into view, to spend time focusing on this ancient land, remembering what it was meant to be all along, and all of us to remember individually why we are actually here. And if we're on this ascension path of creating what we think a new Earth, let's change that to knowing we have to manifest the new Earth. And that means that we can only bring into view the vibrational frequency that we are resonating with. And this is what's so wonderful about this portal, because it gives us the opportunity to bring our vibrational frequency into alignment to manifest that which we desire. So the portal it amplifies a quantum encoded frequency that we have within, and it activates dormant DNAs. Okay, and it holds the crystalline templates for higher dimensional living. So that is really what this whole portal is about. It will harden our intuition, we will have greater visionary insights, and we could possibly get sudden clarity and spontaneous recall. So it's a very powerful time for all of us, if we are awake, to have a remembrance of ancient wisdom and galactic lineage. Why are we here? What has made us incarnate here? Australia's ancient energetic grids, particularly anchored in Uluru and Katachuta, I find it always difficult to say, Katachuta, and coastal ley lines. And there are lots of coastal ley lines and specific points on the grid of the Australian landmass. And I will be doing further videos on that, so that we become much clearer about how we can actually reignite and energize those particular specific ley lines and points. But during this particular portal, it will be amplified, and because it will be like a global beacon for the new Earth to be coming into form. And that has been prophesied for eons. For eons, it has been known by ancient beings that this land was the land where we would stand up and take the lead into this spiritual ascension, into the higher consciousness of peace, love, and harmony. And so let us accept that. Let us accept that that is our role, and this is the role of the land. So there's a strengthening and a unification of spiritual communities as custodians of ancient wisdom and holders of planetary frequency, and this will be accelerated during this time. This is not just about our individual work. And this is something that I feel very strongly about. We get so trapped into thinking that this ascension is about making our individual lives better. Well, that's the bonus. It's not our soul's intention. Our soul's not that attached to whether we have a great life as humans. That's not completely true, because when we have a great life as humans, of course, we are free, we have no agendas, and the soul can get on with its mission. However, the real reason at this time why we are here is to be these spiritual way showers. And when we really surrender and we bring the soul mission into our most important priority, then everything in our individual life will become more beautiful, more smooth, ease and grace. But while we put our individual agendas number one, we will never ever be able to completely experience what our soul's intention was. So make sure that you get that into alignment. And it's not that one is better than the other, it is that they need to be exactly on par. You are co-creators with your soul. Your soul cannot create anything into form without its vessel. And its vessel, your personality, the thing that you're so attached to, cannot have any life at all if the life force wasn't coming in on a regular basis and keeping it going. True? Very true. So I come from really a personal experience of having completely surrendered to my soul mission, making myself available, but not as a victim, as an equal co-creative partner to the soul. So we dance, we move together in flow all the time. And my soul knows that if this persona isn't feeling great, isn't completely into its bliss, then it wants a whole lot of attention, which takes away from what the soul might be wanting to accomplish at that time. And it's a bit like, your car. If you're going on a long trip, and hey, the Ascension journey is a long trip, then if you always get your car serviced, you make sure everything is working beautifully, because you know that if the car at any time breaks down or it doesn't work properly, that interferes with the trip going smoothly. And it's no different for us. The more that we take care of the vessel being at its optimum, then the soul can get on with the job. So you work together on that. Always work together. Never one is more than the other. You are one. And when we talk about unity consciousness, it's not unity consciousness with all that out there. It's unity consciousness within yourself. Have unity consciousness with your soul. When your soul and you, whatever you are the same, when you are one, when one is no different to the other. Yeah, that is when you will find what it's like to live in this higher state of consciousness, in a place of synchronicity, of flow, of ease. It's just beautiful. Everything starts to be more, I don't know, I have no words for it, in bliss. Every night I go to bed and I'm so in bliss. Wasn't always like that. Took me some work, but I'm here And I want to share it with you because you remember when you first went on this journey, how you wanted to share everything and you want to tell everybody about what you were finding out, but not everybody was ready to hear it. Yeah, I remember that one. But hey, the people that are watching these videos, they are ready to hear it. So remember, please share, like, comment. Keep doing that because we are spreading the word. We are manifesting this beautiful new earth right here, right now. So this portal is also a perfect opportunity to hold or attend sacred land ceremonies because this is all about the earth coming to the memory of the land and to create a deeper communication with Gaia and to strengthen the unity among all spiritual communities. So if you have an opportunity to go to any of those wonderful ceremonies, or even do one just by yourself in your backyard, get some crystals and a candle, and on 8/8, it's absolutely a perfect opportunity to do it then because that's the pinnacle of this portal between about the 26th of July and around the 12th, 13th of August. So 8/8, because of its numerological power, is the pinnacle. So, if you can create, a beautiful land ceremony, so do it. If you can attend one, so do it. But if not, just spend some time with your feet on the earth, light some candles, put a grid of some beautiful crystals around you, and tune in. Tune into the higher realms and call in, manifest, become a wide open channel of manifestation for all that you desire. This is the greatest opportunity, so absolutely take it. And of course, the quantum field is indicating already a potent widening of the collective heart chakra because more and more people are aware that it's love. It's love that is taking us to the new earth, yes? We are wanting to love more. We're wanting to be loved more. So it's bringing forth new states of unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness. These are essential keys to anchoring the 5D reality. So loving more, being open to be loved more. So many people say, oh, yes, but I don't love. Love is a two-way street. Love the way you wish to be loved. Yeah? I'm going to say that again. Love the way you wish to be loved. If you don't feel that you're getting enough love, what it usually does, it makes you shut down. No, you need to open up more. You need to embrace the world with love. Be open. Shine your light. There's so much of it in you. And that is how we manifest New Earth. So you can expect during this portal a lot more heart openings and maybe some emotional releases of the things that have stopped you from loving. You might have increased empathy. I felt that a bit yesterday. I had a heavy feeling, which is not normal for me. And I went, what is this feeling? And I realized how much suffering there is around the world. But that's not new. There's been suffering around the world, and for all of the years that I've been on this planet, there's always been suffering somewhere. And at some stage of my life, that is how I started my incarnation, in suffering. So it's no more, it's not more. There are far more of us who are wanting love and insisting on it than there are people who are still wanting conflict and think that is an answer to whatever they're looking for. So I had this increased empathy for all the suffering, and there was a moment, and I want a comment and let me know if you feel that too, that some days it's too big, like I haven't got enough to make a big enough difference for all those people who are suffering, the children and all of those things. And I was really being drawn into that. And I'm going, but hang on a minute. If I allow my energy to be depleted because of my empathy for those who are not where I am learning to become, then am I helping them? No, not at all. I always love Wayne Dyer, who, I quote him all the time because he said, you cannot feel bad or sad for one fraction of a second that will make the other person feel better. And that's something to remember. But what we can do is to shine the light, to be way showers, to show a different way of being. And also to keep remembering with great compassion and honor that every soul on this planet is playing the role they chose before incarnating. And I'm going to say that again. Every soul on this planet is expressing the role that they chose before incarnating. So all the people that are suffering, they have chosen to suffer for you so that it will never happen again. And I can share that from my own experience as a child, because I was born into a country of war where there was, we were overrun by the Nazis, and I saw things and I experienced things that children ought not to see and experience. I was very fortunate. I had parents who protected me at every turn, so I did not see half of what was possible to be seen, but what I saw was enough. And then, when we were free of that, and I went into Indonesia, and their wonderful Mr. S he was having manic attacks and decided to, have every white person and Chinese, their heads chopped off. That wasn't too safe a place. So I've been there. I've been in conflict. I've been there. And so for the first part of my life, I really thought that this was a dangerous place. This was a horrible world to live in. I didn't want to be there. And you know what it did? It ignited within me that reason I was here. To create peace, to be in a peaceful state, to show peace, to be love, to be harmonious, to accept people, to love openly, to be generous. Because never did I want to experience that again. And I haven't, and I won't. So I am so grateful to all the people who keep showing us how we are not meant to be, because as humans, we have this beautiful essence of human kindness that we have forgotten to make our priority, our shining light. So during this portal, let's remember, let's show what it's like to come home to that. Let's be the people that everyone wants to follow into the manifested new earth. Now is the time. We are the people, and this is the land. So the energetic signature of Sirius during this alignment significantly thins the veils, as I said before, and you can experience easier connection with higher aspects of your oversoul, your star lineage, your guides, and your councils of light. You can get greater clarity and boldness of self-expression and standing fully in your spiritual authority. And that is what's available to you during this portal of the Lion's Gate. And so now I would just like to read to you an invocation that the Council of 12 gave me earlier, or actually yesterday. So I would like to share that. It is an invocation and activation from the Council of 12 that I channel regularly all the time. I again don't know, we have become one. So I'd like to share this with you. Beloved light bearers upon Sacred Terra Australia, you stand at the threshold of quantum remembrance. Through this Lion's Gate, you reclaim your sovereignty. Align your hearts with the wisdom of your starry origins. Embody the radiant truth of your souls. Together, through your unified intent, you anchor the new earth. manifesting peace, unity, and unconditional love. You are supported, guided, and profoundly cherished. Step forth bravely, for you are the way showers, and we walk beside you every moment. And so it is. So that is really the wisdom of the Council of 12. And remember that we are all channeling all the time. So how is this affecting you? The energies that are constantly fluctuating. And during this portal, they are even stronger. So let's make sure that we utilize this time for what it's offering us, an opportunity to manifest. Share with us what would you like to manifest? For me, I have everything that I really require. But what I continue to work on as a manifestation is a sanctuary for people, the awakened and the awakening, to come together. I love creating communities. I love people when they are together and they spread joy and love and sharing and collaborate and expand. And the ripple effect of that is just enormous. So, prepare yourself for this portal. Do something for yourself. Doesn't matter how little or how big, utilize it. Bring something special into your life. It's such a great opportunity. And so now what I'd like to do is to share with you a beautiful guided meditation that was, again, channeled to me. So find a comfortable place. Lying, standing, sitting, doesn't matter. Just make sure that it's peaceful and you're not getting interrupted. Although if you do, as this is a video, you can come back to it as many times as you want. So let's all just find this space. Just get yourself grounded. Start having some gentle breaths. And just begin gently by closing your eyes. Relax into your breath. Just observe it. When we just observe our breath, our body just begins to soften and relax. Start grounding your awareness. Be very present within your body. Feel the earth beneath you. Always, always feel the earth beneath you. Take a deep breath in and feeling the air expanding your chest. Gently exhale, releasing all tensions, all concerns. And let's do that again. Take a deep breath in and hold it for a moment. And release all tensions. And just one more time. Take a deep breath in. Hold it a moment. And release. And just feel a little wriggle of your body. Make sure that it's lovely and fluid and soft. And now visualize beautiful golden roots extending from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the sacred soil beneath you. into the ancient heart of Terra Australis, if that is where you are. Feel yourself anchored and grounded in the nurturing embrace of Mother Earth. Inhale softly. And as you exhale, silently or aloud, invoke, I call forth my Oversoul, my star family, and my higher guidance team. I invite your quantum support and wisdom as I journey through the 88 Lions Gate portal. Feel their loving presence surround and enfold you, forming a protective and supportive circle of gold and white light. Visualize yourself standing before a magnificent gateway of shimmering golden white light. It pulses gently, radiant with cosmic energy, encoded with infinite possibilities. Approach this sacred portal with reverence. Feel its energy magnetically drawing you closer, aligning your heart with the frequencies of courage, creativity, abundance, and unconditional love. Step boldly through this quantum doorway now. As you pass through the portal, feel your physical body, your emotional field, and your energetic blueprint flooded with celestial light streaming from the great star Sirius. See this quantum light encoded and activating your DNA, illuminating dormant strands, awakening crystalline structures within your cells. Breathe deeply, allowing these quantum codes of consciousness to permeate your being fully. Fill yourself with this light. Feel now this warm golden light focusing powerfully within your heart center. This golden frequency is activating the quantum intelligence of your heart, expanding it wider, amplifying your capacity for love, for compassion, for forgiveness, and for divine wisdom. Breathe softly, allowing your heart space to open effortlessly. Feel it connecting now to the collective heart grid of Australia, the southern hemisphere and the earth, weaving you into unified resonance with all awakened souls and sacred lands energies around the globe. With each heartbeat, feel yourself attuning deeply to Australia's sacred land, Uluru, Katachuta, Byron Bay, and the hidden ley lines, pulsating with ancient wisdom in this ancient land. Visualize a crystalline web of quantum energy awakening beneath this continent, activating Australia's deeper role as a global beacon for ascension. Speak this or think the affirmation. I anchor the quantum frequencies of the Lion's Gate into Terra Australis, awakening the ancient codes of harmony, activating the collective ascension blueprint, grounding New Earth consciousness now. Clearly envision your most empowered, authentic self, living joyfully, abundantly, in alignment with your soul's highest mission. See your reality merging seamlessly with your chosen quantum timeline. And then affirm this truth. I now align with my highest quantum timeline, magnetizing experiences that reflect my soul's truth. I embody my full quantum potential, courageously stepping forward in empowered, creative expression. Allow all this energy to gently integrate into every cell, every thought, every intention. Take a moment of deep gratitude for the cosmic support you have received and for your role in this powerful planetary shift. Breathe softly now, grounding all energies deeply into your body, anchoring this activation fully into your present reality. Slowly bring your awareness back in your own time to the physical sensations of your body. Just quietly move your body about, wriggle your fingers, your toes, gently stretching your body, feeling vibrant, refreshed, and quantum aligned. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes, smiling softly, deeply connected and grounded in your empowered quantum presence. Well, hello, are you back? That was beautiful, was it not? Please let us know in the comments how this meditation affected you, what you felt and what you saw and what you remembered. That is why we're together, to share, to be the best of ourselves. And together we are doing it, right now, right here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this moment. May the quantum energies of this Lion's Gate empower, uplift, and inspire you. And may your journey through Ascension bring you joy, fulfillment, and profound connection to your heart's true calling. And always remember, you are here to fulfill your soul's intention for your incarnation. And when you allow that to be your guiding force, you will find your way to a new earth of peace, love, harmony, and well-being for all. So, thank you once more for spending this time with me. And let's make it happen. Till next time, until we connect yet again, just create more ripples. Love yourself. I love you. Till next time. Bye-bye.